Good morning. Can you go audible or not?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So yesterday where we stopped? Yesterday we discussed about
How to apply
how many ways we can apply
style.
CSS. Okay. How many ways we can apply the CSS properties to the element or not? Okay. That one we discussed. So the next level discussion is if you want if you want to apply internal styling or external styling, what is the syntax? What is the syntax? First you have to write selector, right? First you have to write the selector, and then here what we need to write your key and value. Okay, CSS properties or not. CSS properties. Now tell me, the CSS property is nothing but what? It's like a key value pair. It's like a key value pair. So how many key value pairs you can write it? Any number of key value pairs you can write it based on your requirement. Any number of key value pairs you can write it. Now our next level discussion is about the selectors. Okay. Now the syntax for internal or external styling. The syntax for internal or external styling is what? First you have to write a selector. Select the elements. Which CSS properties you want me to apply? Those CSS properties you have to add here. Those CSS properties you have to add here. Okay. So how many selectors are there in CSS? There has multiple selectors are there. One by one we can discuss. Okay. We are going to discuss about this section today. Okay. Let's go. Let me open our workspace folder. Let me create one more file in the CSS like selectors. Selectors.html. Okay. Inside this one, I have one H1 is there, Sachin. I have one H1 is there, Sachin. There has one para is there, Dhoni. Listen carefully, important. Okay. The next one is like there has one more span is there, Kohli. There has one more H1 also there, you. Okay. Done. Okay. My requirement, see, my requirement is first requirement. Want to apply red color to zone. Okay, no external styling, only internal styling. Why? Because internal and external syntax is like same. Okay, I want to apply red color to Dhoni. So how we can apply red color to Dhoni? Through internal styling. How we can apply red color to Dhoni? One. By default, no color. Nothing is there to Dhoni. I want to apply red color to Dhoni. How we can apply? One. Internal styling, how we can apply?
By using style tag.
Style tag, right? Internal styling, style tag. Inline styling, style attribute. What is the syntax for internal or external?
Selector
Next,
element.
CSS property, key value pair or not. So, which CSS property you want me to apply to make it like red color?
Color red.
Color red. To whom you want me to apply as per your requirement?
Para.
Para. You can even like a para or not. Now, if you come here, now my para in the red color. Yes, 100% you are right. Okay, now? Okay, then. Now, there has panth is there. There has panth is there. Now, if you run this one, what happened? Dhoni as well as Pant also in the red color or not? Dhoni as well as Pant also in the red color. Dhoni as well as Pant also in the red color. But our requirement is what? Want to apply red color for only Dhoni, not Pant. Then is my tag name selector. This is which selector? The first selector name is what? P is what? P is what? It's a tag name, right? One element name is like P. It's a tag name selector or not? Okay. Now, how it is going to work? How my browser is going to understand? First, it is comes here. Okay. Before P, do we have any identifiers like dot, hash, that kind of identifiers there are? Not there. Before P, not there. If
Not there.
identifiers nothing, my browser can understand this one like a tag name. Okay, now my browser can understand like what? P is a tag name. Immediately it is go to the body. Inside the body, how many P's are there? Inside the body, how many P's are there? Tell me. Now, if you observe here, inside the body, how many P tags are there? One, no, two. How many P tags are there? Two. So that it's take that particular CSS property color red, apply for, okay, these two para tags or not. These two P tags or not. Yes or no? That is the way my browser is going to apply red color for Dhoni as well as what? Pant. But as per my requirement, you want Dhoni and Panta only Dhoni na? Dhoni and Panta or only Dhoni? As per my requirement is what? Read it.
Dhoni.
Only Dhoni. Then how? Okay, then how? Keep it aside. Okay, this particular question, keep it aside. The next one. I want to apply red color for para, span, okay, and Dhoni and Kohli only. I want to apply UV Pant also there. No? You can apply red color for all. Okay, for example, this is H2. Except Sachin, apply red color for all. Then how? Except Sachin, apply red color for all players. How? Para, comma, come on. Next, span, comma, next,
H1.
H1 or not. Now, if you come here, now see, it is apply red color for all the players except Sachin or not. Okay, na? But this is which kind of selector? Tell me. This is which kind of selector? This is which kind of selector? Come on. This is which kind of selector? Tag name selector. Okay. What is the selector name? Tag name, right? This is tag name or not? Okay. Now, in this case, is my tag name selector recommended to use or not? In this case, okay, the tag name selector recommended to use or not? Recommended to use or not? No. Why? Because think there has 100 different elements are there. Total how many elements are there? Total how many elements are there? 100 different elements are there. If you want to apply red color for all the elements, how many elements you have right here? I have 100 different elements are there. If you want to apply red color using tag name selector only, then how many tags you have to write here? Come on, how many tags you have to write here? Total how many tags you have to write?
100.
100, right? 100. If you write like 100, okay, if you write like 100 tags, half of the page occupied by 100 tags only, right? it is very difficult to manage those 100 tags, which tag is like missed, okay, which tag is like duplicate tag. It's very difficult for me. So is it recommended way of applying the styles? If you want to apply the same css properties for multiple elements, is it the recommended way or not recommended way?
Not recommended.
It is not recommended way, right? Why? Because one or two I can manage. Total how many elements are there? Total how many elements are there?
100 elements.
100 elements. If I each and every 100 elements, 100 different elements, different elements are there. Okay, whenever you have different 100 elements are there, if you want to apply red color, you have to write 100 elements here or not. It is very difficult. So that which approach is the best? Means there has one more selector also there, not tag name selector, that is class selector. What is that?
Class.
Class. So total 3 elements are there. Okay, in future 300 also, I don't know. So don't go with the tag name selector. If you want to apply the same css properties for multiple elements, then go with the which selector? Class name selector. So how we can apply the class name? My class okay is equals to cr. Can anyone tell me what is this class cr? It's a key value pair. If you place inside the open tag, that is called as what? It's a key value pair. If you place inside the open tag, that is called as an attribute. Okay, that is called as an attribute. Now if you write like this, the selector, I already told to you, the selector starts okay without start with identifier. That is, we can say like what? If the selector without start with any identifier, my browser can understand that is like a tag name. Is my cr is a tag name or class name?
Class name.
Class name. Then how we can tell to the browser, hey browser, it is not a tag name, it is a class name? By using one of the identifier dot. Whenever my browser check for the cr and identifier also, if the identifier is like a dot, my browser can understand this is like a class. My browser can understand like what? My browser can understand this is like a class. Yes or no? Agree with me? My browser can understand this is like a class. Now immediately what my browser is going to do? It is going to check within the body, how many elements whose class name is like cr. Check within the body how many elements whose class name is like cr. Check class cr, class cr, class cr, class cr. Within the body how many elements whose class name is like cr. It is going to take all those elements and apply which color? Color red or not? Now see, it is applied or not. But this time it is which selector? Tag name selector, class selector? Come on, this time you applied color red with the class name selector or tag selector? It is like a class name selector or not? Now tell me, in the past, how many tags you written here?
4.
Okay, 4 or 3. If it is duplicate, like 3 tags you written. But now 3 selectors you written. 3 tags means here how many selectors you written? Only 1. In future, 300 different tags are there. How many tag names you have to write here? 300. If it is like a class, the class name you can apply to see, okay, 300 elements, but here you can write what? Only one class name or not. So tell me, if you want to apply the same CSS properties for multiple elements, then you can go with what? If you want to apply the same CSS properties for multiple elements, then you can go with the tag name selector, class selector.
Class.
Class.
One is recommended one. Always class selector or not. Agreed with me, all? Yes. Okay. In all the players, my Sachin is like something, okay, different, unique. Okay, so that for my Sachin, I want to apply some special CSS. Okay, so if you want to apply the specific CSS to some elements, my color is like blue, my color is like blue, and my font size is equals to 30 pixel. These are the CSS properties I want to apply to my Sachin. He is something special. Then that time, unique CSS properties you want to apply to specific element. Then that time, you want to go with the tag name, class name, tag name and class name. You can apply multiple. Okay, you can apply the same CSS properties for multiple elements, but here these CSS properties I want to apply for only Sachin. Then the time specific CSS properties you want to apply to a specific element, then you can go with ID selector.
ID.
So can I give the unique identity ID attribute Sachin? Now if I write like Sachin here, tell me, before this selector text, if you don't have any identifiers, that is treated like what? Before this
Tag.
particular selector text, if you don't have any identifier, that is treated like what? My browser
Tag.
tag. Now do we have any tag Sachin? Sachin is a tag? No.
No.
Sachin is what? ID, right? So how we
ID.
my browser, hey, this is like an ID.
Has.
Whenever, okay, whenever my browser see hash symbol before the selector, my browser can understand that is like an ID. Now it is going to check in the body how many elements whose ID is like Sachin. In the body, which elements having the ID is like Sachin, whose ID is like Sachin? Tell me, how many elements having the ID is like Sachin? One. So that to that particular element it is applied a color and font size or not. Understood? So for how many selectors we discussed? How many selectors we discussed?
3.
Three selectors. One is like ID selector, next one is like tag name selector, next one is like a class name selector. When you can go with the class name, the same CSS properties if you want to apply for multiple elements, the same CSS properties if you want to apply for multiple elements, then you can go with what? Class. Some of the CSS properties to some elements specific, okay, it's not some elements, some of the CSS properties specific to one element, then you can go with what?
ID.
ID selector. When you can go with the tag, okay, if you want to apply same CSS properties limited elements, okay, 2 or 3 elements, then the time you can go with what? Tag name or not. But 100 elements are there, the same CSS properties, you want me to go with the tag or class? Which one is recommended one?
Class.
Go with the tag or class? Class. Okay, clear? Okay, everyone? Okay, then the next one is, if I write like this, if I write like this, okay, let me remove everything. I mean selectors you can remove. If I write like this, which players are in the red, okay, red color? If I write like this, which players are in the red color? Which players are in the red color?
Dhoni and Pant.
Dhoni and Pant.
Pant.
And Pant. You're right. Dhoni and Pant. Done. Okay. If I write like this, if I write like this,
Sachin and Pant.
Sachin and Pant.
Pant are in the red color or not? But my requirement is I want only Sachin. I want only Sachin and Pant in the red color. That's correct only. The tag name is like H2, so that it is going to take the elements which are having the name is like H2 and apply those CSS properties. Now my question is only Sachin I want.
You have to give ID.
Okay, you can give the ID, but I'm telling like these 8th line to 16th line, no, you don't have permission to change it. You don't have permission to change it. Think like that. You don't have permission to change it. Then you don't have permission to change it. Then how we can?
We have to use one more selector.
Which selector? Okay, don't worry. First, I'm going to write something like this. Will it work or not work? You can see, and then we can discuss something about that. Now, if you observe here, how many are in the red color at this moment? Two. If I refresh, if I refresh, it's like one, right? Now come here. See, we have one more selector also there. Okay, first child. Did you observe here? There has two sections for there. Okay, one is like H2 section, another one is like what? First child section. Think about this first section, H2. Before H2, do we have any identifiers like dot, like hash? Do we have any?
No,
No. If don't have any identifier, the H2, my browser can understand like what? Tag name. So how many tags, how many elements whose name is like H2?
2 tags.
2. So that up to here in your hand, how many elements are there? 2 elements are there. Okay, na? Now come to the next section. What is this one?
Selected.
First cell, first child. So
first
first
child.
child is nothing but what, you know? First child is nothing but when I can become a children. If my parent is there, then only I can become like a children or not. First child is nothing but, okay, it is like a children to one parent, but that is like what? Second, third, not. Second, third children, not like that. He is like a first children of any parent or not. Now tell me, I have two H2s are there. Okay, who is the parent for these two H2? Who is the parent as per hierarchy?
Body.
Body. Okay, so H2 parent is what?
Body.
Body. This H2
Body.
parent is what?
Body.
Body. Okay.
Body.
So that now tell me, among these two, Sachin and Pant, who is the first children of my body? First
Sachin.
children of any parent. Come on, first children of any parent. Sachin is the first children, but Pant, with my body, according to my body, my Pant is like a first children, not. My
No.
Pant first children, no. So that up to here, two elements you can get it. Among these two, which one is like a first children of any parent? Sachin is the first children of any parent. So here you can get like one. That one is Sachin. The color red is applied to my Sachin or not. Understood? So first child of any parent. Okay. The next one is like what? One.
First
First
child.
First child.
First child is the selector. First child is the selector. It's a first children of any parent. Okay, na? First children of any parent. Now come here. What is that? Yeah. I'm going to write some code. You only explain, okay? Now If I run this one, which players are in the red color? If I run this one, which players are in the red color? Hmm? If I run this one, which players are in the red color? One. Which players are in the red color? Oh, no? Okay. You can run it. Okay. Answer is like Sachin and Pant. Why?
Sachin.
Because, see. First, let's go to explanation. Up to here, how many H2s are there? First cell, so first H2. H2 is which selector? Idea, tag name, class name?
Tag name.
Tag name. How many tags whose name is like H2? Total.
Mm.
How many tags whose name is like H2?
2 tags.
2 tags. Okay. Up to here, 2. First child is nothing but what? First children of any parent, right? First tag is what? Sachin. Sachin
Sachin.
is the first children of any parent. Yes or no?
Yes.
Sachin is the first children of any parent, not body. Sachin is the first children of any parent. Who is that any parent? Who is the parent? Body. That's okay.
Body.
Fine. First child is nothing but first children of any parent. Yes, my Sachin is the first children of body. Another H2 is what? This one. This particular H2 is the first children of which parent?
Div.
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 My Pantho, first children of one parent. My Sachin also first children of one parent. So that both are selected and he applied with what? Red color or not? Yes or no? So what is first child? Right. First children of what? First children
All
of
parents.
any
All
parent.
parents.
Any parent. Okay, don't think like it is like a first children of body or something. First children of any parent, you can say. Agreed? Come on. You're okay. So vice versa. Just if I write like this, what do you think? What do you think?
It selects last children of any parent.
Of any parent. Now I'm going to do slight change. Okay, last child. Then which players are in the red color? Which
Content.
players are in the red color? Hmm? Come on. Which players are in the red color?
Sachin and Pant.
Sachin and Panther. Sachin and Panther. Come on. How many H2s are there? First section. How many H2s are there? 2. One is like Sachin, another one is like Panther. Now, the next selector is what? Lost children. Lost children of any parent. Is my Sachin is the lost children of any parent? Is my Sachin lost children of my any parent? Who is the parent? Body. Is my Sachin is the lost children of my body? Is my Sachin lost children of first children?
First child.
First child. Okay, then it is not the lost child. So Sachin is not applied. If you come to this one, Pantha. Pantha is the lost children of Div or not? Only one children is there means that guy only first one, that guy only the last one or not. So here two H2s are there, two H2s are there, but my Sachin is not the lost children, so leave it. But my Pantha is the lost children of any parent or not. In this case, my lost children of which parent? Div. So that my Pantha is in the red color. Agree? Agree? Any questions, anyone?
Sir, if you have any more than any other two elements, sir, then what happen?
Which one? Where you want me to write something?
Inside div, if you have more than one or two elements,
Now,
then how many elements
which
get
element you
red
want me
color?
to write? Which element you want me to write? Which
In
element you
div,
want me?
we have two H2 elements, sir.
Two H2
If we
means
have two H2
okay,
elements,
who is the lost children then? Who is the lost children? Anta Bomrana.
Bumrah.
Then Bomra is in the red color. Yes or no? Total,
Okay.
how many H2s are there? 3, right? Among these 3, which are like lost children, sir? H2 is lost children, huh? Sachin. Sachin is the lost children of my body? No. Pant is the lost children of my div? No. Bomra is the lost children of my div? Yes. So that my Bomra is
Yes.
in the red color. Agreed? All are okay? Okay then. The next.
Okay.
I want Dhoni Kohli in the red color. Then which selector? I want Dhoni Kohli in the red color. Okay. I want Dhoni Kohli in the red color. See, my Dhoni and Kohli. What is the selector name? What is my selector name? Tag name selector. Tag name selector. But my question is what? I want only Dhoni, not Kohli. I want only Dhoni in the red color, not Kohli. Then how? I want only Dhoni, not Kohli in the red color.
First of type.
Yes, there has one more selector also there that is called as first of type. So how we can write it? First of type. Now check, will it work or not work? First, working or not? Okay. Now how the first of type is going to work? We'll see. First, go to the para. Okay, these two sections are there again. This P is the selector, right? This is the selector, right? Which kind of selector? Tag name, class, ID. Na? No identifier dot to hash.
Tag name.
Then it is a tag name. How many tag names whose name is like P?
2.
2. Okay, up to here 2 elements are there. First of type selector is what you know. First child is nothing but first children of any parent. First of type is nothing but what you know. In the parent. Okay, if I travel top to bottom, which para is the first occurrence? Okay, in the parent. Now total in the body, how many parents are there? Can anyone tell me?
2.
Okay, in the HTML, how many parents are there? Body is the parent of these many elements, and div also parent of these many elements or not? How many parents are there? 2 parents. So in the first parent, if I travel, first of type is nothing but in the parent, while traveling, you are looking for which tag? Which tag? Para. In the parent, if you travel top to bottom, which one is the first occurrence? Which para is the first para? Dhoni para na Kohli para na? First para?
Dhoni.
Dhoni. So that Dhoni is going to apply red color or not? In the parent. Another parent also there. In this parent, paras are there or not there?
Not
Come
there.
on. If I travel top to bottom also, okay, did you find any para? Did you find anywhere the first para? No. So
No.
that only one element replied with red color, that is Dhoni or not. Agreed? Come on. If I do this change, how many players are in the red color? If I do this change, how many players are there? How many players are in the red color?
2.
Which one?
Dhoni and Bumrah.
Dhoni and Bumrah. You are right. Okay. Now can I refresh? Now what happened? There has a gap I given, right? So can I remove that gap? Now if you observe Dhoni and Bumrah. Okay, how it is going to work? First, let's go. There has two sections. Na? First section is what? Para. How many paras are there total?
3.
In the body, how many paras are there? 1, 2, next 3 paras are there. Okay. Next, what is the selector?
First of type.
First of type. First of type is nothing but in the parent, if I travel top to bottom, in any parent, if I travel top to bottom, first para, if you find, you can apply red color. That is only right. Okay, now come here. In the parent, how many parents are there overall? HTML1. Now, if I come top to bottom, para there or not there? If I travel top to bottom, para there or not there? Come on. Not there, right? Now, next parent is what? Body. Okay. In the body, multiple children are there. Whenever we have the children, you are become like a parent. Okay. Now, in the body, these many children are there. If I travel top to bottom, okay, first para is what? First para is what?
Dhoni.
Dhoni. So that Dhoni in the red color. Okay, done. This parent done. Another parent also there. This is the one. In this parent, if I travel top to bottom, which one is para there or not there? Which para is the first para?
Bumrah.
Bumrah. So that Bumrah in the red color or not. Agree with me? One. All are okay. Any questions so far about the first of time? Next selector is what? First of type. Okay. In any parent. Okay. Travel top to bottom. Okay. That is the first occurrence or not. If I travel top to bottom, okay. Here, which one you selected? That one. Okay. If you find it. The next one is like lost of type. If I write instead of first, if I put like lost, tell me. First of type is nothing but in the parent you are traveling from where to where? Top to bottom. If it is last of type,
Bottom to top.
from where to where? Bottom to top. Now tell me which players are in the red color?
Kohli.
Kohli and Bumrah.
Kohli one.
Kohli and Bumrah. Yes or no? Now if you come here, Kohli and Bumrah or not? Because in the body, if I travel bottom to top, this guy is the first para, right? This is the first para. In this parent, if I travel bottom to top, Bumrah is the first para or not? Okay. Okay then. The next one. First of type, last of type. I want only Kohli in the red color. I want only Kohli in the red color. Is there any possibilities that tell? I want only Kohli in the red color. Okay, so far we learn 7 selectors, right? Okay, we'll discuss one by one. Tag name selector, will it work or not? If you use para P, Dhoni, Kohli, and Bumrah also in the red color, right?
Yes.
Do we have any ID for this para?
No.
Do we have any class name for this?
No.
Is this Kohli is the first children of any parent? No. Is this
No.
Kohli is the last children of any parent? No. If I travel top to bottom, is this para is the first occurrence?
No.
If I travel bottom to top, this para is the first occurrence or not? But here, this one also, okay, if I travel bottom to top, first occurrence, so that this is also red color and this is also red color, so that it is not. I want to only Kohli or not. I want to only Kohli. Yes or no? I want to only Kohli. Then how? We have one more selector. Okay, just I'm going to write, okay, something like this. Something like this. Okay.
Four.
Okay, if I write like this, now see, will it work or not? Working or not? So, explain now. Total, how many paras are there? Step by step. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 paras. If you observe in the HTML syntax, every element, okay, any element you can take it. That is directly or indirectly children to one parent or not? Yes or no? Any element you can take it except root element HTML. Remaining all elements directly or indirectly parent to, okay, children to one element or not? Yes or no? Any element you can take it except HTML. These are directly or indirectly a children to one parent or not. So if you observe here, okay, in the HTML, how many children are there? In the HTML, how many children are there? Two. Head the first children, body second children. If you open this one, how many children are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I open this one, how many children are there? 1, 2. Yes or no? Come on. You can say like these are the direct children's. Okay, these all are like direct children's to body. Okay, indirect children's to HTML. These are like direct children's to div, indirect to body and HTML or not. Yes. Total, how many paras are there? 3 paras. Among these 3 paras, okay, as I said, each and every para is the children. Each and every element is the children of one, okay, is the children of any parent. So if you come to this para is the children of which element? This para children of which element?
Body.
Body. So body is the parent. To my parent, Sachin is the first children, Dhoni is the second children. Yes or no? So that what is the child count of my Dhoni? Child count of my Dhoni is what?
2.
2. Okay, Lara?
3.
Kohli? 4.
4.
Okay, UV 5 like this, right? So each and every element has the children count. So paras, children counts tell me 2, 4, and this one, and this one
2.
2, 2, 4, 2. Okay, now see the selector. Among these paras, whose child count is like 4? Which one? Whose child count is like 4? 2, 4, 2. Whose child count is like 4? My Kohli
4.
child count is like 4 or not? My Kohli child count is like 4 or not? So that, okay, it is going to apply red color to my Kohli or not? Yes or no? Agreed with me? Now, if I write like this, then if I write like this,
Dhoni.
Dhoni and Bomra. Why? Dhoni is the children, second children of my body. My Bomra also second children of what?
Div.
Right. So both are having the same child count or not? Yes or no? Come on. It is like a child count. Using that child count, you can select any element or not. So by using this element, by using this selector, you can get any element or not. Why? Because each and every element in HTML has each and every element is like one children of any parent or not. Each and every element is a children of one parent or not. Yes or no? Except HTML. HTML is like what? Root element or not. Except this HTML, any element you can take it. It's a children of one parent. If you take body, children of which parent? HTML. If you take this one, children of which parent? Body.
Body.
If you take this one, children of which parent? Div, like that.
Div.
Okay, na? Nth child of any parent. Okay, it's like nth child of child count. Each and every element is like a children of one parent. Okay, so for good, you're okay or not?
Yes.
I want Dhoni, UV, Lara. I want Dhoni, UV, and Lara in the red color. I want Dhoni, UV, Lara in the red color. Dhoni, H1, UV, H1, Lara, H1. Can I go with what? Tag name selector. Can I go with the tag name selector? Yes. Dhoni, UV, and Lara. Yes or no? Dhoni, UV, and Lara. Got the point? Come on. But my requirement is what you know. I want only UV. I want only UV. Then can anyone tell me the possible selectors? Is there any way? Is there only UV? I want only UV.
And child.
Yes, you're right. Nth child. So how we can write? H1 nth child of
Five.
what? Nth child of
Five.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like a 5. So you are UV you said UV said right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? If it is like UV 4. Yes. Okay, done. Any other ways? Any other way is there? Any other way is there? Okay. Now, for example, B is there. Okay. Now, if I write like H1 is there. Now tell me, if I write like this, if I run this, now UV and Ganguly both are in the red color or not? Why? My UV child count is like what with respect to body? 4. With respect to div, my Ganguly child count also what? 4 only or not? But my requirement is what? Only UV I want. Only UV. Only UV. You're right, child count will work. 100% child count is going to work. So for in this case, so both are selected. Is there any other selector is there? Yes. Can I write like this? Okay, first it is going to work or not? You can check. Working or not? Tell me, working or not?
Yes.
Okay, now you can see this. Two sections are there, na? First, how many paras are there? First question. How many paras are there? One. Okay, see this one. How many paras? Do we have any identifier dot to hash? No. So this is treated like what? Tag name. How many tag names whose name is like para? How many tag names whose name is like para? One, two. Two
Two.
tags. Okay, done. Now the selector is what now? Plus. Plus is nothing but what you know? Next sibling. Two paras are there, na? First para is what? First para. First
Kohli.
para is what? Come on. What is my first para? Kohli. After Kohli, next sibling. Sibling is nothing but what? Okay, it's like same parent. To my Kohli, who is the next sibling?
H1.
H1.
UV.
So that,
UV.
okay, plus is nothing but next siblings. So two paras are there. First para, next sibling is what? H1. Okay, first para, next sibling is H1. Total how many paras are there? Two paras. Okay, two paras are there. Plus is nothing but next sibling. So first para, next sibling is what? H1.
UV.
Another para is this one, right? Next sibling is what?
Span.
Span. Perfect. Span. Now, as per your requirement, which one you want to select among these?
H1.
H1. H1 is what? UV. So
UV.
that my UV in the red color or not. Agreed? Come on. My UV in the red color or not. Now see this. Now, for example, instead of H1, if I write like span, then who is in the red color? Who is
Pointing.
in the red color? Pointing in the
Pointing.
red color or not? Pointing in the red color. Yes or no? Pointing in the red. Agree with me? All are okay? Okay, plus is nothing but next sibling. Plus is like nothing but next sibling. Yes or no? Up here, okay, everyone? Okay, then. Now, my next question is what, you know? I want UV and Lara. Okay, I want UV and Lara in the red color. Okay, I want UV and Lara in the red color. Okay, here I written something like this. I want UV and Lara in the red color. Both. I want UV and Lara. I want UV and Lara. So can I write like this? Now what happens? We will explain. Working or not? Plus is nothing but next sibling, singular. Plus is nothing but next sibling. Plus is nothing but next sibling, singular. Okay, now till is there, next siblings. Okay, next siblings. Okay, now see, total how many paras are there? First section, total how many paras are there? Total how many paras are there? Tell me.
Two.
Two, perfect. One, two paras are there. Okay, na? Yes. After, okay, next selector is what? Plus tilde.
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 Till.
Plus means only next sibling. Tilde
First
means
sibling.
Next
tilde
sibling.
means next
All siblings.
siblings, all the siblings. So after this para, total how many siblings are there?
2.
H1, H1, no, 3. H1, H1, div also sibling only, na? Div has some children, but as per this hierarchy, H1 parent is what? Body. H1 parent is what? Body. My div parent is what? Body only, right? So after para, how many siblings are there? After para, how many siblings are there? 3. What are those? H1, H1, next.
Div.
div, 3 siblings are there. Okay, not done. So after the first para, I have 3 siblings. What are those? H1, H1 div. Okay, that is the first para. Total how many paras are there? One more para also there, na? Yes, this is the para. After this para, how many siblings are there?
1.
1. So that H1 div. After this one sibling. What is that one? Span.
Yeah.
Among these 4, which one you want?
Which one?
H1. These are what? UV and Lara. So that UV and Lara in the which color? In the red color or not? Agreed? Come on. Selectors important, very important. Okay, where exactly we are going to use, I will tell. Up to okay, everyone? Okay, then the next one. Now I want red color only for panth. Only for panth. I want red color only for panth. Can anyone tell me the selectors? I want red color only for panth. Tell me the possible selectors.
ID.
ID there are.
Not there.
Class name not there. Is
Hence,
my H2 is the first children of any parent? Yes, right.
Yes.
So H3 is the first children of div. But this H2 also first children of what?
body.
Body. So that both
Body.
are selected. You want Sachin and Pantha, only Pantha as per your requirement. Only Pantha.
Only pump.
Tell me. So first child not work. Last child is Pantha is the last children. No. Okay. First of type. If I travel top to bottom in the parent, this is the first child, first H2. But if I travel top to bottom in the body, this is also first H2 or not. Both are selected. First of type not work. Last of type, both are like last of types only. If I go like this H3 is the first one. Okay, last one. Okay, travel bottom to top, this one only the first occurrence. If I travel top to bottom, this H2 only the first occurrence, not work. Next, nth children, this is also first children to my body. This is also child count is what? 1 only. Next, come on.
Plus.
Tell me, plus, is it like a first sibling of any? Okay, is it like a next sibling? No, it is only the first one, right? First, the H1 is the next sibling to H2. Before H2, anything is there? No. Next sibling concept is not work here or not. Why? Because this is only the first children or not. Yes or no? Then how can I write like this? Okay, if I write like this, if I refresh, now my panth in the red color or not? My panth in the red color. So how it is going to work? See, first you can go. Let's go with what? This div. Div is like a element, okay, tag name or ID or class.
Tag name.
Tag name. Why? Because there has no
No
ID.
selectors.
Okay,
Identity.
nothing. Okay, so that it's like a tag. So how many divs are there?
1.
Okay, only one div is there. Only one div is there. The next one is like what, you know, div greater than is nothing but what? Div greater than. It means div greater than. Div is a big one or small one? Div greater than. Come on. 20 greater than 10. Greater than is nothing but this one we are going to check like a big one, right? We are checking like a big one. So div is big one is nothing but parent. So here my div is a parent. Greater than is nothing but all children's, all direct children's. How many direct children's are there? to my div? How many direct children are
4.
there to my div? How many
4.
are there? 4. Okay. Among those 4, which one you want?
H2.
H2. So that H2 was the red color. That's it. Understood? Now, if I write something like this. Now, okay. If I write like this, div greater than span. What's my output? Div greater than span.
Month and pointing color red color.
Month and
Pointing.
Month and pointing. Month and pointing. Month and pointing in the red color. Okay. Why not Boomerang? Why? Because div, only one div is there. Greater than is nothing but direct children's. Now span, direct children to div. H1, direct children. The next one is what? Here you can see. You can easily understand. Okay, in the div, span is the direct children. H1 is the direct children. P is the direct children. Span is the direct children. So greater than is nothing but only direct children. How many are there? Direct children?
2.
4. Among these 4, pair also direct children only. Among these 4, which one you want? Among these 4, which one you want? Span. So how many spans are there? Panth pointing. So that panth and pointing in the red color or not. But my requirement is what I want Bomra also.
Space.
Then we have one more selector also there. Space. Space is nothing but what greater than means only direct children it is going to take. Space is nothing but in the div direct or indirect children's. Okay, total how many are there? Span H1, P, span and span. Direct or indirect. So how many spans are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 spans. Those 3 spans are in the red color. Done. Understood? So greater than means all the direct children's. Greater than means all the direct children's. Greater than all direct children's. Okay, the next one is what? Space means all direct or indirect children's. Understood? Selectors. Okay, frequently used selectors. These are the selectors most of the times we are going to use in CSS as well as in JavaScript. Okay, as well as in jQuery if you want. Nowadays people are not using. That's okay. jQuery also we can use it. Okay, na? Up here, okay, everyone. Okay, then you can take 5 minutes break and come back. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. So far we discussed about these selectors. One is like tag name, another one is like a class, another one is like ID, first child, first of type, nth child, next sibling, next all siblings, all direct children is nothing but greater than and space. Okay, these are the selectors. Where exactly we are going to use, we'll discuss later. The next one is box model. The next one is like box model. This is also one of the repeatedly asked question. What is box model in CSS? Okay, what is box model in CSS? See, I'm going to write one element called as div which contains such. If you come here, if you run this, this content related code where we can see in the developer console window in the elements tab or not. In the right side, if you observe what you have, in the right side, if you observe what you have,
Right.
the styles, right? in the styles section, okay, there has, okay, multiple sections are there. Again, in the styles tab, multiple sections are there. In the last section, did you observe, you able to see one box? Yes, no? You are able to see one box? Yes or no? Come on, you're able to see this box or not? See, this box, do you think like it is only for div? Do you think this box is visible for only div? Do you think like that?
No.
This box is visible for only div? Do you think like that? Okay, if you think like that, just check for remaining elements. Okay, how many elements are there? There has at this moment, div is one element, remaining how many are there? Come on.
3.
3 elements are there. Can you check those 3 elements also? Click on the HTML. If you come to the right side, see in the styles tab, we have some CSS and box there or not there. If you come to the head, box there or not there. If you come to the body, box there or not there. If you come to the div, box is there or not there. Now we can conclude a statement. This box is common for any element in HTML. Yes, no? Come on. I can see this box for any element or not. Agreed or not with the statement? I can see this box for any element. Yes or no? Yes, 100% correct. What is this box? What it represents? That is our discussion. Okay, the box model is nothing but in CSS. It represents, it tells something about the structure of your element. It tells something about the structure of your element, any element. Okay, not only one element. In HTML, how many elements are there? This box is common. It represents the structure. Okay, it represents the structure of an element. Now, if you observe here, how many sections are there in the box? How many sections are there? There has 4 sections are there. One is margin, another one is like border, another one is like padding, the next one is like content or not. Yes or no? There has 4 sections are there: margin, border, padding, and content. So second point you can say like this. Okay, first point is what? It represents the structure of an element. It tells something about structure of an element. How many sections are there? There has 4 sections. 4 sections. Okay, what are those? One is like, come on, margin. The next one is like border. The next one is like
Padding.
the next one is like content or not. Okay, now if you define at least one line answers for all these 4, my box model discussion is done. Okay, now one by one. First one, what is content? Everyone knows content is nothing but what? The text which is visible to the end user. Can I say like a content? The text which is visible to the end user, can I say like a content? Now this is my content area or not? Yes or no? Now my width is what? Okay, 1264. Why? Because my element is like a display block. My height is what? 0 or not? Yes or no? So this is like a content area or not? If you want to place some text, okay, that text we are going to place in which section? Content section or not? So the content is nothing but we have a space. You can put something, no problem at all. I have some space, so you can put something. The space which you want to keep some content or not, keep some text, we can say like what? Content or not. So we can say the content, whatever the text, if you have a text which is visible to the end user or not? Visible to the end user or not? The text which is visible to the end user, can I say like a content? Okay, my content is nothing but some space is there. Some space is there. Okay, if you want to keep some text, you can keep it. If you keep the text that is visible to the end user or not? Yes or no? So simply you can say like a content. Here Sachin, you can say it's a content that is visible to the end user or not? The text which is visible to the end user, we can say like a content. Up to okay, everyone? The text which is visible to the end user, I can say like what? Content. Yes or no? Okay, what is the next one? The next one, see here only you can see and tell. Next one is what?
Padding.
The section is what? Padding. Okay, now see any element you can take it. The structure is looks like what? Having four sides or not? Having four sides. It's a kind of rectangle shape. It's a kind of rectangle, or okay, height and width both are like same. You can say you can take like you can say like a square also. The figure which is bounds with four sides or not? Yes or no? So first one is like a content. The next one is like padding. Padding can apply for how many sides in my element? Padding you can apply for how many sides?
Four
Four
sides.
Four
sides.
sides or not? Four sides. Now the border is there, na? Okay, this is my border. First you can tell something about the border. So can I give the border to this element? See how we can give the border. Border 2 pixel solid red. For example, I given the border like this. See, whenever I written like border width 2 pixel, it is visible here like 4 sides. Yes or no? If I remove this one, okay, my border gone, not there. But if I checked this one, you have a border for this particular element or not? How many sides border you applied? How many sides border you applied?
Four
Four
sides.
sides.
Four sides or not? Okay, left, right, top, bottom.
From bottom.
Yes or no? Four sides border applied. Now by seeing this one, can you define the padding? By seeing this one, can you define the padding? The padding, okay, it is like what? The gap between border to content, can I say like a padding? Gap between border to content, can I say like what? Come on,
Padding.
padding or not? So three definitions done, right? First, content, the text which is visible to the end user. Border, can I say border is nothing but boundaries of an element? Left boundary, right boundary, top boundary, bottom boundary. Can I say like that? Can I say border is nothing but boundaries of my element? Yes or no? What about padding? What about padding? Come on.
The gap
Gap
between
between, gap
border
between content to
border.
border. Can I say like what? The gap between content to border, I can say like what? Padding or not? The gap between content to border, I can say like a padding or not? Understood? What about margin? Come on, what about margin? Hmm? What about margin? Tell me. After the border, right? Okay, how much space you expanded? The space which is outside the border, can I say like what? How much space you occupied outside the border? How much you expanded outside the border? Can I say like what?
Margin.
Outside the border, how much space you expanded? Can I say like what? Margin or not? Margin also, can I apply how many sides? How many sides I can apply margin?
Four
Four
sides.
Four
sides.
sides or not? I can apply the margin is like four sides. Now can you come here? This is my div, right? This is my div, right? I given the border. Now can I give the padding? Can I give the padding? Okay, 30 pixel. If I give the padding 30 pixel, it is applied for what? All four sides 30, 30, 30, 30 like that or not? Now see this. If I put the cursor on my div padding area, padding is like light green color always. It is visible to us or not? Now see the light green color inside where? Inside the border and outside the content. That means the gap between border to content, can I say like what? Gap between border to content, can I say like what?
Padding.
padding or not. How many sides you can apply the padding?
4 sides.
4 sides or not. How we can apply which CSS property?
Padding left.
Padding is the one. For example, I want left side 10, right side 20. Okay, bottom something different. Okay, right something different. Like different numbers are there. Different values are there. Then that time how we can apply? Two ways we can apply. One is what, with the single property padding only. Okay, first 10, 20, 30, 40 I want to apply. See, if you want 10, 20, 30, 40, you can apply like this. You can apply like this. Now see, 10, 20, 30, 40. It is like a clockwise direction. First value is what? Clock 12, right? Okay, it's like a top. Next,
Right.
Right.
right. Next, bottom.
Bottom.
And next, left. It is
Left.
like a clockwise direction. You can add it or not. Okay, now one value to another value, how we can differentiate? By using space. Yes or no? By using space. For example, if I write like this, what it means? First clockwise direction, top value is how much? 10. Right value is how much? 20. Bottom value there or not there? Third value not there. If it is not there, the opposite value is what? 10. So that 10 it's going to take. Next, fourth value there or not there? Not there. If the not there, if it is not there, the opposite value is what?
20.
20. So that 20 value is going to take, or is going to take the 20 value. Up here, okay? Come on. Up here, okay or not?
Yes.
Okay, this is the way you can apply the, come on, you can apply the
CSS.
padding for all the sides. If you want to apply for only left, then only left I want.
Padding left.
Okay, then the time don't do like this. If I do like this, it is applied for 10. Okay, for right also, left also, for all the sides it's like 10. Now if you want only for left side, we have one property is there, padding left is the property. Then you can see only the left side or not. Now top, right, bottom values are not there. Okay, now padding top 50 pixel if you take. Okay, my top is like 50 pixel, left 10, no, top 50 or not, right is like 0 and bottom also 0. Yes or no? Okay, one. Come on. Okay, what about margin? What about margin? Come on, what about
Which
margin?
is outside the border.
Okay, how much space you expanded outside the border? Then I can say like what? Margin or not. Same how we can apply padding, same like this, you can apply margin. If I write like this, margin, how many sides is going to apply? All 4 sides, 30, 30, 30, 30, which is expand outside the border. Okay, 4 sides. If you want, okay, different values, same syntax like padding. Yes or no? Clockwise direction 10, no, 20, 30, 40. Yes or no? If you want specific, margin left like this, you can give it margin left 10 pixel like this, you can give it only left side. Okay, now you can tell box model. Okay, tell something about the box model in CSS. Box model always represents the structure of an element which contains 4 sections. One is like content, another one is like padding, next border, next margin. content, the space, it's a space, okay, which is like place some text, the text which is visible to the end user, we can say like a content there. The next one is like border, the border which represents the boundaries of your element. Next one is like padding, the gap between border to content, you can say like a padding. The next one is like margin, the element which is expand outside the border, we can say like what, margin or not. Okay, if anybody asks about the box model, you can tell these definitions. The next one is, okay, frequently asked question is there. Okay, frequently asked question is there. What is that one, you know? I have one div, listen careful, okay? I have one div, Sachin, close my div. To this first div, margin bottom, okay, 10 pixel, okay? Na? I have one more div also there, Dhoni. Now to this div, margin top is like 10 pixel. Now the question is what, you know, the gap between Sachin and Dhoni divs. The gap between Sachin and Dhoni divs, how much? The gap between Sachin and Dhoni divs, how much? Come on. What is the gap between Sachin and Dhoni?
20 pixels.
20 pixel. Next. Okay, the answer is 10 pixel. Repeatedly asked question. Usually we are going to tell like 20, but the answer is like 10. Okay, let's see. Let's think. Okay, let's take 2020. Okay, then answer is like what? Not 40. Answer should be what? 20. Okay, na? Shall we check? Come on. Go to the body. Okay, here only I want to do something. How many elements are required? Come on. Total how many elements are required? Total how many divs required?
2
Two divs. One is like Sachin, another one is like Dhoni. Okay, na? Now, for my first div, what do you want me to place? Margin?
Bottom.
Bottom 20 pixel, right? So margin from where you are going to calculate? From my border, margin bottom is nothing but border bottom to 20 pixel. It is going to expand down or not. So can I give the border first? Okay, na? Border 1 pixel, solid red. Okay, na? Can I give like a margin what? Bottom, bottom 0. Now if I expand, now see, margin bottom. If I put the cursor on the Sachin div, see, red shade is like what? Margin. Light green is what? Light green is what? Say, padding. Light green is padding. Red, this red shade is like a green. Margin you can say. Light green, padding. Now tell me, from this particular border, how much he expanded? Bottom. Come on, if I put the cursor on the Sachin, how much expanded in the bottom?
20.
20 pixel or not? Perfect. This is my Dhoni, right? Okay, can I give the border? 1 pixel, solid, green. Okay, na? Or blue, you can give it. Visibility purpose. Yes. To my Dhoni, do we have any margin at this moment? If I put the cursor, there is no red shade, right? No margin. Okay, what is my which margin you want me to apply as per my requirement? Margin left, top or bottom?
Margin top.
Margin top. How much?
20.
20 pixel. Now see how much gap is there. I applied margin bottom 20. I applied margin top also 20. How much gap is there? 14 or 20?
20 pixels.
20 pixel. The answer is like 20 pixel. Why? You know, margin is always calculated that is individual to that particular element. Individual to that particular element is nothing but to this element. Margin bottom is 20. From my border bottom 20 pixel, it is going to expand. That's it. Now come to Dhoni. Border top to how many? 20 pixel. So from here top to 20 pixel, it's going to calculate. It is not okay. First element is occupied this margin. Okay, second element is should not enter into that, not like that. It is specific to that particular element only. Okay, from that element only you can calculate. That is occupied by some other element is not a matter. Understood or not? This is only the proof. First element margin bottom 20 pixel. Second element margin top is 20 pixel. Both are like what? Common area only or not? Now the gap between how much? This div and this div. 40 na 20 na?
20.
20 pixel or not? Understood everyone?
Sir, if we have different values, then what happens,
Yeah,
sir?
you can give different values also. This is my Sachin, right? 20 pixel. If I give like 30, then that time what is my gap? 30 pixel, right? This is 20. From here to here, okay, it is occupied 20 pixel. This is what? 30. From here to here expanded 30. So gap is how much? How much gap?
30 pixels.
30. 30 pixel. Not 50, right? Okay, in the past, both are like same values. That's the reason 20. Which one is the biggest one? That value only it's going to expand or not? See, Dhoni, how much expanded? Top. How much expanded? Top. Dhoni. Margin top is how much? 30 pixel.
30
That 30
pixels.
pixel only, right? The gap. Yes or no? Agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Anyone have any questions? Okay, that is about box model. The next one is like media queries. The next one is like what? Media queries. Can anyone tell me when you can go with the media queries? What is the use? The next one is like what is responsive web pages or websites? What is responsive? What is responsive? Anyone? What is responsive?
For the design purpose.
Designing purpose, okay. Okay, how you can say this website is like responsive or not? How we can say this particular website is like responsive or not? Any website you can take it that is like responsive or not, how we can say?
It will take inputs. If it is flexible to the any environment like Android.
Yeah, if you open any web page or website in any device, okay, that should be fit for that particular resolution or not? That particular website or web page should fit for that particular resolution or not? Yes, no? Okay, how we can say that is fit or not? How we can say that is fit or not? Okay, it is always should recommended like horizontal scroll or vertical scroll. Vertical scroll, not horizontal scroll. If there is no horizontal scroll, then I can say my web page is fit for that resolution or not? Yes or no? When we can say one website is like responsive means if you open that website in any device, any resolution, okay, resolution is nothing but for any device, any width, that particular website should fit for that particular resolution without missing any content. Then I can say that particular web page or website is like responsive. For example, you can take our website only. Okay, this is our website. Okay, if you come to this, okay, this is our website. Okay, now this particular website, if you want to check in my mobile device, see in the elements tab, there has besides two icons are there. One icon is, okay, select the element or inspect the elements. Another one is like, see, for mobile view, toggle device toolbar. If I click on this one, now see, it is looks like this. Instead of 40%, you can put like 100%. 100%. Now it is looks like this. Okay, you can take any other Samsung 100%. Okay, this is our actual resolution. Now if you observe here, there has no horizontal scroll. This is like what, fit for this particular resolution or not? If I open this one, okay, now see the menu is visible like this or not? The menu is visible like this or not? Yes or no? Come on. I can say this is like fit for this particular resolution or not. Agreed or not? If I click on this one, okay, it should not miss anything. Okay, the content should not miss. The content should not miss. Okay, if you come here, okay, now see, wherever the chords are there, see, these chords are like what? Fit for this particular resolution or not? Okay, now if I remove this one, it is like as usual, normal view or not. So I can say this particular website is like, okay, responsive or not? Yes or no? This particular website, I can say like what? Responsive. Any website you can take it. If that particular website is fit for that resolution, I can say that particular website is like, okay, responsive. That's it. Understood, everyone? Got my point? So my question is how we can develop the responsive websites. How we can develop the responsive websites? That is the question. We can develop the responsive websites or web pages by using media queries. By using what? By using media queries. That is one option. There has one more option also there. Okay, media queries you can write. Okay, manually you can write. There has one more option also there. Okay, some frameworks all there. That is like Bootstrap is one of the responsive framework which is used for what? To develop the responsive web pages. Now if you go to that third party, okay, that one is like a third party. If you go to the Bootstrap in the Google, now if you click on this one, now if you read this one, see, build fast responsive sites with Bootstrap or not. Okay, here the responsive is nothing but what? Whatever the sites you developed, that particular site or sites is fit for that particular resolution or not. That kind of websites you can develop using what? Using Bootstrap or not. Why fast? They said very simple. These people already code written, you can use it. If you use media query, you have to write and you have to use. Which one is easy for us? Already written one you want me to use, or already, okay, I have to write something and I have to use it? Which one take less time? Somebody written, I can use it. I only the person has to write and I have to use. Which one is like easy? Which one take less time? Already written, if you want to use, that take less time or not? That the reason Bootstrap people already written. If you use it, it's like what? No need to write anything from your end. Directly they written, you can use it, so that okay, my development time is like what? Less. So we can develop very fast websites or not? Or develop the websites very fast or not? That the reason. Okay, build fast and responsive sites with Bootstrap or not? Understood? Okay, how we can use these media queries and how we can use the Bootstrap. Okay, we'll see in the next session. Next session is like on Saturday. So you can join this group. Okay, go to this VTS. If you not join, you can join in this group. Okay, there has 2 members assigned, okay, in this group for lab sessions. If you have any questions, you can ask. One is like Avinash, another one is like Shanmuka. Okay, you can ask if you find any issues. Okay, just you can post in the chat in the group. Just you can ask. Okay, while practicing, if you get any errors, just let us know. Okay, so full stack UI, just join in this group. Okay, if you find any issues, we can resolve there itself. I'm going to upload this video. Just you can go through that one. Okay, on daily basis. Okay, if you find any issues while practicing, just let us know. Okay, we can resolve those. Any questions, anyone? Okay, HTML, CSS. Okay, we can take some more time. Okay, some people are coming and going right after that. Okay, once batch fixed, we can go. Okay, exact 2 hours time like that from JavaScript onwards. Okay, next weekend we can complete our CSS and HTML5 also. Okay, after that we can start with JavaScript. Okay, any questions, anyone? This batch, if you are interested, you can come for Python also. Okay, no need to pay the fee. Okay, you can join this Python. Okay, if you join this batch. Okay, if you want to join, you can join. It's like just 5 to 6 session completed, 9 p.m. IST. That's like weekdays. Okay, any questions, anyone? No? Okay, then we can wrap the sessions. I'll upload this video. Just you can go through this. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining. Bye.